Double Aaron. Okay, so I have a, he has a 2-stone handicap. I get 2 stones. And I get to, and he doesn't have any Comey. So he invades the 3-3 immediately. I don't know, that's the wrong direction, isn't it? Maybe that's why he's hesitating. Yeah, if I build a wall here, it's facing his stone, whereas if I were to build a wall this direction, it's facing my stone. So this was the wrong direction for me. Well, there's some funky, there's some crazy Joseki where you can turn it around. I don't know how it goes. We start out facing this way and you end up facing the other way. It looks like I have misplayed that for sure. So by Hane in this direction, I do start to build here, but I'm giving him a lot here. Let's Hane once here, or Atare, and here. So I'm doing the bad thing. Let's protect that cut. He defends his corner. Let's jump out here. Pretend like I meant to do it. So if he cuts in here, I Atari, he descends, I connect. He's caught in the ladder there. Yeah, so he comes on top. And he rounds up those stones. So that makes sense. So let's approach down here. Maybe enlarge this side. Oh, that was kind of funny. I mean, these stones, I thought they were dead. He's building a wall, but he is playing very slow. So let's go ahead and jump in the corner here. That way. Okay. It's Hane on top then. Try and build something on this side here. So let's protect this cut. And then jump out here. Maybe like so. Okay, I'll keep extending once more. Oh, if he extended once more, I was going to block, but he didn't bother. He came out this way. Okay, so let's protect this area here. And I'll just extend there. Could have Haned maybe. This seems small though, doesn't it? Let's protect this corner. Let's block here. Okay, and he dives in this way. So, well, that was successful. Let's come on top this way again. Do something a little different. He likes that. There. So I'm giving him this side, I guess. This cut here is no good for him, so let's go ahead and Hane here. And yeah, he's getting a lot out of that. Okay, so let's play one stone over here to protect this area a bit, and then come out over here. That stone is dead. Why is he poking? Here, let's poke in here a little bit then. Oh, he doesn't like that. Okay. Once more. Then we'll just jump out on this side too. He has an interesting style here. He seems very slow to me, but maybe he's going to make up for it at some point with some great moves. I don't know. Yeah, let's jump out down here. Let's Atari that. Let's, oh yeah, so that's a clever move, right? If I just block here, connect, but if I block, he takes. If I Atari, he takes here. If I block, he plays here, and this group is dead. So I want these stones to be alive, and I'm giving up that stone. And then I want to stop him from encroaching here. So let's protect here, hold on to this territory. Then well, we can descend here, I guess. Yeah, three stones in a row are sometimes not enough. One cut followed by the other and it's dead. When it's surrounded, when your 3 stones are surrounded, or when you have 3 in a row in a group that's surrounded. Always a pattern. I've fallen victim to that pattern enough times. I guess I'm starting to recognize it. That's how you get good at Go, right? You learn to recognize these different patterns. So here, he's going to cut, right? And that kills these 2 stones. Another pattern I should recognize. I go here, he cuts. Do I want to save these? If I jump out and he cuts, I come out. Now it's still dead. Is there any way to save them? I kind of want to save them. I think they're doing a useful job. It's not the sake of the 2 stones, it's the influence they have on this area. So I will run out some more. Okay, and he decided to come back here. Okay, he's going to push in here with tempo maybe. He pushes in here, I connect. He can jump out here. I'd rather do more in this area, I think. Okay, well, let's see if we can cut that stone off. See where his 2 stones are going. These stones connect over here. And I'm going to jump out with these stones. Let's see, if he pushes in here, I Atari, he connects, and I connect. So I can jump out again, or extend here at least. Yeah, so he's going after this stone, he's splitting my group apart. He's trying to live with his group, which is not alive yet. So if I peep at it, yeah, let's do this harassment thing. I don't do enough of this, learning to harass my opponent's stones. Then let's protect over here and let's see if he can make this group live. Can you live here? Okay. Let's continue to surround. Let's connect up this stone. And we're just going to block. It has no eyes anywhere that I can see. Let's connect here. Maybe you can make some eyes down here. Let's connect here. There's the making of an eye. So if I go here and he splits, I Atari, he connects, I come down. Okay, he's got an eye there, so I need to destroy this one. And let's see, I can extend once here and then block, I think. He goes for the cut. Okay, so Atari, he extends. Atari, he comes down. Atari, he extends. Atari, yeah, it's caught in a ladder. Let's kill that stone. Okay, he doesn't do that. He goes that way. Going after these stones. Ah, these guys, they're so clever. So maybe he's found a way to live by killing these two stones here. I gained something by surrounding him. So let's continue to harass him here and protect the corner. Then, so he's alive here. He's got an eye here and an eye here. Throw in here. Just takes. Does nothing. So let's go back to this area. There. And there. Let's see if he can cut this guy apart. You know he's going to try. Oh, he just goes there. Well, I was just going to make a wall here. And Hane here. And extend. I guess so. He's getting big territory here, isn't he? Is this too much to give him? And that's just 1 point. Let's turn here. This looks big to me. So Hane here, he connects. Let's see if I can exploit some of his weaknesses here. Seems he does have a few weak points. Let's see, if I go here, he will Atari, I turn it into a ko. If I descend, make a little bit of eye space here. Okay, sealed that off. So if I go here, there's an eye there and maybe one over here. Let's see, if he plays there, I connect. Well, that makes two pretty clear eyes, doesn't it? Okay, let's Hane underneath here. Okay, decided to switch topics on me. Yeah, this is interesting. So let's make sure that my group is alive here. So I did a good job of invading there. Destroying that territory, I think. Yep, he can run out in that direction. He's still got 2 liberties. I just have to keep more liberties than he does. I connect here, he's got, if I go here, he Ataris. So let's connect, and I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 liberties, and he has 1, 2, 3. So let's do that. And let's keep him at 3 liberties here. I go here, he's going to cut. I extend, he Ataris, I connect. I think I'm good. Now, there are more cutting points in here. So if I descend, he comes on top. My Atari, he extends, I take. Yes, I can descend here. So I have to connect here. And then let's stop him from going anywhere with those stones too. Let's take his shape away. So I was just going to extend here. Just going for that cut. Okay, let's Atari there. That's not an Atari. Let's kill these stones. The Atari's here, I take. Which will strengthen these stones here. Okay, so we decide to take that one. So I think these guys are dead, and I don't have to play here anymore. And I should play here, I guess. Here or here. Hard to say. Try and seal these territories off. This looks good too. Then here, let's seal this border. Let's connect here. And here. Okay, let's descend here. Let's see if we can get this one. So if I descend, he descends, and these two stones are dead. If I go this way, he comes out, I connect, and he turns. And then these two stones have only 2 liberties, and he's got
10,
3 liberties.
9,
so that's
8,
here, he extends,
7,
here,
6,
he turns.
5,
He's got
4, 3,
2 liberties, and I have 2
2,
liberties, and it's my
1.
turn. Let's give it a try. Oh, I can't block there. That was foolish. It was foolish. So what was the best way to recover? I forgot for a second that he had an Atari on those 2 stones. Connect here, he's just going to keep coming forward. So let's give up these stones, all of them. Got to get them all up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yeah, and just make the border here. And take my lumps and not suffer anymore. I'm going to come back and connect if he doesn't take, yeah. So let's, I can connect there, can connect here. Can go after these stones. Let's see, I should solidify this border, I guess. And I can push in here. He'll want to block to keep me from connecting up with those stones. Or will he? So if I connect, he descends, I connect. I can save those, right? Okay, I can go here. here. So I think I'm ready to pass pretty soon, but wait and see. Maybe, I'm going to play here. I don't like that cut. It's not, maybe it's technically not necessary, but I really don't like that cut. So he is going to play more cleverly here. Let's go ahead and take these stones in. I still have 2 liberties here. So I can connect. Don't want to give him an eye there. Just take those, and then everything's alive around these stones, and these stones have no eye. That's an Atari, so if I connect, it's complicated here. Can he descend or something like that from this stone? I need to take that stone next. Yeah, just take here. And then he is dead. Let's see, so connect like that, I guess. Two eyes. Well, he pushes in here and makes that a false eye, but then I connect. Or he breaks the connection, then I go here. So, okay, let's connect. I think I have more territory in him. It's a little bit confusing, but keeping in mind that these are all dead here. Got to stay connected here. I think my territory is bigger. Okay, so he filled in there. Let's just go ahead and connect here to make that eye solid. He passed. Okay, yeah, I agree. This is a stage where we pass. These are dead, that's dead. I mean, yeah, connecting there didn't make any sense. These are dame, and I won by about 50 points. Yeah, so I had actually a pretty big lead. Anyway, let's say thanks. And then let's see. Oh, it's just queued for AI processing. So, oh, it looks like they're working on it. Maybe I'll add a little segment onto the end of this video going over what the AI has to say afterwards. But, well, that's it for this game, and I'll see you later. Bye. Here's a graph you get after the game if you're a supporter. They do this for you automatically, and this is a graph of win percentage. Now, because this was a handicap game, it started off with black having 100% chance of winning. It's 50-50 is here. Above 50 is black, and below 50, white is winning. And you'll see that I was winning at the beginning, and I was winning at the end, and in the middle it got complicated. But there were still a couple interesting points early on I wanted to talk about. The first one is this Joseki in this corner. My opponent cut here. The normal reply is to play underneath, and then you can Hane on this side, and he can block, and then you can, let's see, where's 4? You can double Hane on this side, and he can Atari here, then you connect, and then he can cut here, and then you can Atari this stone and catch it in a ladder here if you have some black stones in this area, or if there's no stones in this area. In this case, there was just the stone here. So this stone is caught in a ladder. This stone over here is captured. So what began as a wall facing this way turns into a wall facing this way. Since you capture this stone, you actually have your influence pointing out to the side, and to the top, looking at the top side of the board rather than looking at the right side of the board. And white can cut and do things to reduce the influence over here. So it's an interesting example of a Joseki that turns around. You start building a wall in this direction, but you end up with a wall in this direction. But he didn't play the normal move. He played, after I Haned, he played the cut here, which is kind of interesting. You see it's like the second choice. And I descended, which is the correct move. So that's one thing I wanted to check. I just wasn't sure of how that Joseki was supposed to be played. But it seems like a descend there is okay. He Haned here. And then I could Hane back immediately, although the way I played it seems to be okay at this point. I first Atari'd up here, and then I Haned here. And then, he fixed this side here, and then I fixed this one here. What Leela really likes is for me to play something over here and rescue these two stones. I basically end up sacrificing these two stones, but it looks like there are various places where I could have saved those stones. And one of the things I was kind of wondering is if Leela cared about this big extension, but it doesn't. It still wants me to play over here, and when it's White's move, it wants White to play over here to surround those stones. So it's not really concerned about this big extension, which I thought was just adding a lot of value to Black. So I guess the Leela is just not concerned at this point. It wasn't concerned about this extension or even this jump here. Let's see, and then we had another Joseki going on in this corner. Yeah, White Haned underneath here, which is a bit rare. Normally White would just extend here. And so after the Hane underneath, I Haned back on top, which appears to be the correct response. And then he cut. So this appears to be just White's style, doing these cuts. Oh no, the cut here is the recommended move in this case. And what would happen is Black would live in the corner like this. I Atari, he extends. I play another move here, which is kind of threatening those stones. So he extends once more, and then I get this move in. He plays on top over here to capture this stone, and I capture this stone, and then I live in the corner. So looks like that's a successful invasion. I get to live in the corner. I mean, it's pretty small, but so White can build something on this side, but it seems like I can build stuff over here on this side. So doesn't seem like a bad result. Anyway, so that was that Joseki. Let's go to the next corner. I played it out, and then the last one, I just kind of got confused at this point. I mean, we're just doing a normal Joseki here. It's like a 3-3 invasion, and the most normal moves are the Hane here or the extension. And I instead extended down for some reason. That's just not a good move. What's interesting here is that there's two things that are interesting. Let's back up just a minute. When White played the 3-3 invasion, it's right here. The next move is White's move, and he played right here at the 3-3 invasion. What the Leela is recommending is not the 3-3 invasion here. I mean, there's kind of a cliche that the chess engines always want to do the 3-3 invasion, but here it wants to do the approach. And it seems like that's a good idea here. He's got this wall here, right? So the approach here maybe goes into the corner. If I block the corner, then maybe builds on this side. So it seems like a reasonable way to play it and better than the 3-3. Okay, but going back to this Joseki, see, I extended, he extended, so that's normal. And then normal here is either to Hane or to extend once again in this direction. And for some reason I extended in the other direction, which really, if you look at the game, it just really lets him build a lot of influence out here and eventually territory that he wasn't necessarily entitled to. And the engines normally like the extension followed by the block here. In this case, it actually is preferring the immediate Hane, and it goes for this line where, let's see, White blocks, Black double Hanes, White cuts, Black fixes, White Ataris this stone, and Black comes back, and White captures this stone, and Black captures the corner. So this is a line, I've played this myself. This is a nice Joseki to know it's a way to capture and keep the corner, and it gives you a small wall facing in this direction, and it's sometimes useful. And White gets outside influence. White gets the Panuki here, and another stone here gives him pretty big influence in this direction. Anyway, that's best play for both sides, so I thought that was kind of interesting here. Okay, so let's go back to the game. Anyway, all of this is better for Black just because I have so much of a lead to start with. And but when we get into the fighting over here, if you remember this part, white managed to cut into my territory here. And actually, this is the point where I start going downhill and the game becomes even. So this fight here is what gets white into the game. And the way I'm defending here is just not the best. So let's see. Right here, it's black's turn, and I just connected here and playing here. The one space jump seems to be better. If he pushes, then I can connect, and I have another stone influencing this area. So just keeping, I guess the game has become kind of close from a territory point of view, and I really need to keep as much of this territory as I can. He's also, while he's attacking me, he's also building a wall here, and maybe is looking to get some territory on the outside. So that's how white can kind of balance out the game. So the game goes into a mode here where it's sort of even, going back and forth. And then let's go back to one more turning point towards the end. This all seems to be keeping it in the balance. But yeah, the final turnaround here is when I managed to live with this group. I was going over this carefully. It's a little hard to interpret what Leela is wanting to play here. So right here, this move I played, or white played, the move that white played to restrict black seems to be a good move. And the move I played to block, and right now it thinks white has a good game here, and it thinks white should follow up with this move. And I really don't understand, and it happens with a lot of these moves also here. If you look at the follow-up, black just plays away. Maybe this is just dead after this Hane here, or after this this poke or whatever that is, this butt. It's hitting up against the head of these two stones. Maybe there's just not enough room to live here. I don't know. But it seems that after white played here, there's another move, and I'm just alive over here. And now that the chances of my winning have gone up to 98%. Maybe he had one more chance to kind of fight this and get some more outside influence. So if he played here, yeah, I looked at this one. This ends up with me having two eyes here. So I live here, but maybe I live in a slightly more restricted fashion, or maybe white got a little more benefit because it's 76 to 26. It's not 100%. But if you go back to the game, he played here instead. And then I played there in the middle. And then he just surrounded on the left side. He played over here. And at this point, it's up to 98%. And it stays that way for the rest of the game. So anyway, those are the highlights of the game from the point of view of Leela, and a little bit about the Josekis. So see you again later. Bye.